TikTok too. Good morning, friends. How are you? It's Luna. This is Luna Thrift Slux Finds. I'm a thrifter, a reseller. I am a TikTok live host, also on the YT. Good morning. We're having our coffee. We're warming up the room. How is everyone? Hopefully, everyone's doing well. Let's see. Try to share out this live to all the folks. Get going on the backup. It's Wednesday. I don't know, friends. I'm having a hard time making it on my normal schedule, which is Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm tending to do just Wednesday, Friday. I'm having a hard time with my Monday mornings. But good morning. How's everyone doing? I'm here having my coffee. Hello, YT friends. And this week's topic is the fall thrift flip, which is, are we as resellers, as thrifters, or when are we um, switching over from summer thrifting to fall thrifting, or summer listing to fall listing? So I'm wondering how you guys are doing that, or are you one of those people that thrifts all seasons, all year round, lists all things all year round? So bathing suit in the middle of December. Is that you? Good morning, Pappy. How are you? Pappy, did you get your account back? Thank you for the youngin'. You're so sweet. Again, you're like the only person that calls me a youngin'. Did you get your account back? Because I'm not sure if this is your. Thank you for the heart mate. Yes, ma'am. Okay, good. Well, at least you weren't restricted for too long. How many days were you restricted? I'm having my foo coffee, Pappy. Today it is the maple French toast. Only 3. Okay, good. Not too bad. Not too bad. I'm having maple French toast with coconut creamer. So, good morning, Missy. How are you, friend? I'm here. I'm sorry I wasn't here on Monday. You're so sweet. I that's what I was saying. I've had a hard time these last couple of weeks doing my Monday lives. Divine morning to you, my friend. I'm also on the YT. Hello, YT friends. Nobody's here, but that's okay. so, um, I've been gone the past 2 weekends. So I went to PA to visit some family. Thank you so much for the populars, Pappy. I appreciate it. I went to Pennsylvania to visit some family. I showed you guys my PA haul. And then I was in my husband's hometown for family reunion this past weekend. So I think that I've been struggling with Monday because of that, because I've been getting home on Sunday, getting home a little later, not having enough time to prep my topic. And so I've been bad and skipping Mondays altogether, which is not good. I could just jump on and do a yapping uh, live. God knows I can yap. So, but anyway, Missy, how's it going? How are things going on the WN? Today's topic, or today and Friday's topic, is the fall thrift flip. So, when and if you're a reseller, when do you start featuring more fall items? Going great, can't complain. That's good. That's good. So, I remember you saying that you're a social worker, like full time. Do you ever want to be like a full-time reseller, or do you like love your job and like just enjoy doing it part-time? I'm curious. I'm curious to know. Somebody's over here on YT. I wonder if it's Pappy. I wonder if it's Pappy. I love both. Okay. Okay, good. Good. That's good. Good morning, Leroy or Leroy. I'm not sure how you say it. Jess, how are you, friend? Good morning. We are talking just about the fall thrift flip. Iconic, oh, well, Missy at Iconic Consignment says, believe it or not, I use social work in reselling with my clients. Ooh, I bet. I bet there's like a whole psychology behind it, and I can see that. I can see that. Good morning, Amy Jo. For anyone who's new here, Leroy, Amy Jo, I'm Luna. This is Luna Thrift Slux Finds. I am a thrifter, a reseller, a TikTok live host, and live on the YT. Um, and we talk about all things reselling and thrifting. The topic this week is the fall thrift flip, which is as a reseller, or maybe even if you're just a thrifter, when do you start? Hi, Lady Di. Welcome in. Thank you for your daily heart me. When do you start to either feature on the PM, on those sites? When do you start to feature fall items? When do you stop thrifting summer items? Or are you one of those resellers that you post whatever you find, you post it all year round? Thank you for the Go Pops, Lady Di. I'd just like to know. That's the topic we'll be talking about today. So, Missy at Iconic says, I encourage them that there are other ways to support if it's detrimental to them. Ah, I see. Oh, you're so cute for the cutie pie. Um, Iconic says, I think I missed a couple of comments. Apologies, friends. Let me go back. So I see Jess came in, and then Missy says, yes, ma'am, a lot of people shopping because of trauma. Yes. I encourage them that there are other ways to support if it's detrimental to them. Oh my goodness, Missy, that is so kind of you. That's so kind of you. I love that. You're not, and I can see that especially on the WN app because it's gotten to the point where people say the WN app is addictive because it's so easy to swipe. And, you know, I have to say, admittedly, back in November of last year, I had to put myself, I say, in WN jail because I was purchasing too much. And so I put myself in jail. I did not use the feature that WN has now where you can set a dollar amount that you spend. It's called Whatnot. So we say WN, Lady Di, because we don't want to TikTok to get mad at us. So yes. So I mean, it became an issue. Good morning, Nicole. How are you? It became an issue to the point that WN had to um, had to put in some parameters around and like allowing a feature where you can set how much money you want to spend in a month on the app, and you can't like once you set it you can't change it. Like I think you have to wait to like I don't know because I've never used it, so if anybody knows the rules around that, but I know that they did it because it is addictive. So I love that Missy at Iconic Consignment says that there are ways to support her other than just shopping her items because she doesn't want people to get into debt. So I love that. I love that. That's amazing. Yes, I sell on the WN app, but only with the buy it now feature. I don't live sell. I've thought about it, my friends, and I think I will eventually do it. Um, I don't know what's holding me back. I think, well, that's not true. What's holding me back is the fear of not knowing what I'm doing. Like, I'm not worried about being on camera. Like, I'm totally comfortable in front of the camera because I've been going live on TikTok and now YT for over a year. But it's the making sure, especially I've heard that there's been some changes to the shipping. So, um, But yeah, let's see. We've got Lady Di in here. We've got Missy. We've got Jess and Maria. Hello, Maria. Um, Maria, you have 646 followers. You're a high school English teacher. Welcome in, Maria. I'm Luna. This is Luna Thrift Slux Finds. I'm a thrifter, a reseller, a live host here on TikTok and the YT. I go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 6:30 a.m. to 8 a.m. Eastern Time. And this is kind of how I run my live. From 6:30 to 7, we do coffee talk and we just kind of warm up the room, say hello, talk about different topics. From 7 to 7:30, we get into the topic of the week, which is the fall thrift flip. So we're talking about if you're a reseller or even if you're just a thrifter, when do you stop shopping for or posting summer items and start putting more fall items? So we're talking about that. Jess says, girl, that's okay. I feel like everyone's first show is just a learning experience. Thank you, friend. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. So if you're new here, welcome. It's a fun room. We keep it positive. We have our coffee talk. And I think the most fun part is just talking about what we all love, which is thrifting. We love reselling. We are passionate about keeping beautiful clothes and beautiful items in circulation, giving it a second life. We're all about that. And then I think you'd be great at it. Thank you, Jess. I think so too. I think I would be good at it. You're amazing. You're amazing at it. So, 7:30 to 8 is just a little bit of time where I do gratitude and affirmations. So I take time to say thank you for everyone who hung out with me. You can be anywhere else in this TikTok universe, but you decided to spend your morning with me, and I'm always so very grateful and thankful. And then I like to end on a positive note. So I do affirmations. So I have these miracle mantra cards that I got on TikTok Shop. I got these affirmations for money and abundance on TikTok Shop. And then for grins and giggles, we do disappointing affirmations, which if you stick around, these are freaking hilarious. And I got these at a little shop in Ithaca, New York, where my daughter goes to college. And I just love them. And I have them in my showcase as well, but not in card form. Those are in like a book. It's the same author, same cards, same sentiment, but it's a book. So good morning, mommy. My mommy's here. So, friends, I have exciting news. I have an interview, another interview today. So for those of you who are new, I am a ex-corporate baddie. I was laid off in January of this year. I've taken some time to really grow my reselling business. I was trying to make a go of it as a full-time reseller. I'm not there yet. Maybe I'll be there one day, but in the meantime, I do have to go back to a full-time job, and that's okay. And I had an interview on Monday with a local nonprofit, and I have an interview today with a local federal credit union. And I'm really excited about the interview today. I was excited about the one on Monday. It went well. The one on Monday went well. I'm hoping that I get a second, um, a second interview. And the one today, I just like, I had an option, they sent me like a calendar, whatever they call that calendar, where I could book the interview. Good morning, time. Where I could book the interview like this week or next week. And I was like, you know what? I'm warmed up from doing the interview on Monday. I'm grabbing like the interview today. So I'll be spending some time this afternoon just getting ready for it, just kind of like, reviewing, researching the organization. Good morning, Behavior Talks. And I've got a flash, go friends. Let's see what it is. Oh, four gifters to send a TikTok J in the next 15 minutes. All right, friends, I'm going to pin it. If you're not sure what the flash goal is, my friends, it's something that TikTok gives a live host. I don't get to choose it. And it's just a way for them to see that we are engaged, that the room is engaged. So my good friend here, Luna Loves to Shop, is going to help with the goal by giving a TikTok J. So thank you, friends. It's a one coin gift. If you can help, I totally appreciate it. But I always say gifts are never expected, but always appreciated. And that's from my friend Sarah, Empty Nest Junk Journaler, who always says that. And I love that. So, oh, but thank you so much, my friends. So we're just hanging out. If you're new in here, my name is Luna. This is Luna Thrifts Lux Finds. Thank you, mommy. My mom gave me a J. She's so cute. Thanks, mommy. Um, I am a thrifter, a reseller. I'm an eco-friendly stylist. If you're wondering what that means, click on that orange arrow in the lower left-hand corner, and you can DM me through that for me to send you more information. Unfortunately, I can't have an LINK in my profile because TikTok does not want us sending people off the platform, which I understand and I respect. So I'm able to DM you the information if you click on that and answer one of those questions. But basically, I do Stitch Fix type of bundles, but I do it with thrifted clothes. So I'm like your personal stylist, and we both, like, you get to save tons of money by, having a personal stylist for under $100, where I go out, I shop for you, I pick out items for you. I think it's a win-win. There's two levels to it. One is where you get more mall brands. The other level is you get a 30-minute call with me. We get to talk about what you're looking for, what you're hoping to achieve with elevating your style. And then you get brands that are a bit more elevated. So you might get some Ralph Lauren, you might get some J. Crew, Madewell, Anthropologie, but thrifted. So you get some higher end brands that take a little bit more time for me to curate and to source, but it's a little bit more. That is under $200. It's at the 199 price point. So I also do lookbooks, which are digital downloads with ideas on how to create a spring summer capsule wardrobe. That reminds me, I need to put one together for fall. So I will be working on that next. Oh my gosh, behavior talks. Thank you, friend. I appreciate that. A money gun. I appreciate it, my friend. Thank you so much. Aw, I love it. Thank you for the support. You guys are amazing. You've joined the fan club for a month. I think you've joined the fan club for longer than that. Thank you so much, Behavior Talks. Thank you. So we're still having our coffee. We're still in our time frame. So yes, my friend, I know those things are so weird, right? They like, it says, "Oh, you've joined the fan club for a month," and or like it's like you're the title gifter for the first time, and I'm like, I know this person has been the title gifter way many more times before. Yes, the app just needs to reset. Yes, it does. It does. So the topic this week, my friends, is the fall thrift flip. So if you're a reseller or a thrifter, when do you start? And it says Behavior Talks just reached fan level 5. Thank you, friend. Um, so when do you start to post fall items? So just this week for me as a reseller, I've started to post um, raincoats. I've started to post. I say I hit the jackpot. Like, well, my husband hit the jackpot. We went thrifting together like 3 weeks ago, and he found all these North Face jackets, and we were like, they're just so nice. So I have them up on all of my reselling sites. Good morning, David. Good morning. Friends, if you are a thrifter and a reseller, please follow Worth More Than You Think, which is David at Worth More Than You More Than You Think here on TikTok. He's also on the YT. Give him a follow. He has a live show today, actually, with a woman named Tammy. Her handle is The True Kid, and they have an amazing podcast or live that they do from 1:30 Eastern time to you. It's supposed to be just like an hour, a couple of hours, but they get going and they sometimes are on there for 3 hours. So make sure to give David a follow. He's amazing and he has lots of tips and tricks as well. So, David, today we're talking about the fall thrift flip. When do you, as a reseller, start to stop buying summer items and start buying like fall and featuring fall um on your reselling sites? Oh, you're welcome, friend. Or are you the type of person that you post the same item, you post anything all year round? So like it could be the middle of December and you're posting swim trunks or you're posting bathing suits or you're posting sandals, like, so I, as a reseller, like I was a very like hobby kind of reseller um, last year. So this is like a year and a half that I've been reselling. But all of my first year, it was just a hobby. It wasn't like a business as I'm looking at it now. And I mostly posted winter items because that's what I liked. Hi, Beth. Welcome in. Oh, thank you so much, David. Thank you. Um, I like winter clothes more than summer clothes. I just think, good morning, Lucy. How are you? Welcome in. Welcome back. Um, hopefully, you know, those are the things that I like, right? So now, as a business, as a reseller, I'm thinking, okay, I need to think about this kind of like the stores, right? So if people are deciding um to thrift, and like I'm going by the season is how I'm doing it. So just like the retail stores will flip their stuff like end of July, August. Good morning, Cynthia. Welcome in. Will flip their stuff for the fall, like end of July, beginning of August. I'm kind of taking on the same approach. So if you're new here, friends, I'm Luna. This is Luna Thrift Slux Finds. I'm a thrifter, a reseller, a live host on TikTok, and I'm co-streaming on the YT. So give me a follow over there. It's the um, same handle, Luna Thrift Slux Finds. And I go live Monday, Wednesday, Fridays from 6:30 to 8 a.m. Eastern Time. This is how I run my live. We do a little coffee talk. We warm up the room from 6:30 to 7. At 7, we get into the topic of the week, which is the fall thrift flip. And then from 7:30 to 8, I take a little time to say thank you for being with me. Thank you for hanging out. You could be anywhere in this TikTok universe, but you're choosing to hang out with me and spend your time here with, I think, a very positive community who loves thrifting and reselling. So, and then I do affirmations. I like to end on a positive note. And so we do affirmations for money and abundance. We do miracle mantras. And then for grins and giggles, we do disappointing affirmations, which are like my favorite. So if you stick around, those are so fun. So that's what we're doing, friends, and we're having a little coffee. Sometimes I have to take a break, which now is probably the time that I will take a break from the YT, where I will be back, friends, but I will take you guys, my TikTok friends, with me to warm up my coffee. You know, I always got to warm up the coffee and have my second cup. So we're going to do that because we still have lots here. And then welcome to my 1980s kitchen with my wallpaper. All right, so we're warming up. And then I've got my Navy Margaritas Think About Me Too t-shirt on today. So I love this t-shirt because I think okay, well, I'm missing comments. I'm missing comments. I've been buying fall this whole summer. I got 3 totes so far. Good for you, Jess, for WN. Okay, you're getting ready for WN. David says, I came in and you were saying your husband found some, yes, yes, cute colors and message. I know. I love it. I love it. It just makes me laugh. Yes, David. So God, it might be 3 weeks ago, my husband and I both had dentist appointments. So we went to get our teeth cleaned at the same time, and that never happens, where we have an appointment at the same time. And afterwards, we went to dinner. And then I was like, oh, we're here near this really nice Goodwill that he hadn't been to. Hello, YT friends, I'm back. A Goodwill that he hadn't been to. And my husband he loves clothes. He is not a thrifter per se, like he doesn't have a lot of thrifted clothes. Mel, thank you so much for your daily heart me. Welcome in. My husband doesn't have a lot of um, thrifted clothes, but he loves to look as well. And so I said to him, okay, I'm going to go hit up the shoe section. You go hit up the men's section and see what you can find. He found new with tag Orvis shirts. He found two, actually. He found LL Bean. He found, and then he found three North Face jackets. So David, my handle on all the platforms is Relove Restore. Oh, I love that David saying good morning to Mel. Mel's the best. I have to tell you guys a little story. I hope you don't mind, Mel, if I share it. But good morning, love one another. Good morning. Welcome back. Welcome back. So if you go to my platforms, it's Relove Restore. That's my handle. I I probably should change it to Luna Lux Finds or Luna Thrifts Lux Finds, but I had that handle like before I started doing TikTok. So I haven't wanted to change it. And I like it actually. Relove Restore. By the way, friends, we have a flash goal. I just need one more TikTok J. If anybody's got it, I would appreciate it so much. Let me see if I can pin that flash goal. Yes, we've got 2 minutes and 22 seconds to reach the flash goal. If you have a TikTok J, I would appreciate it. Thank you so much, Mel. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much for the Luna chats. I appreciate it, friends. So, my husband found a heavier, like rain jacket, a lighter rain jacket, and a puffer. And then I found an Eastern Mountain Sport women's jacket in a size small. So the three North Face jackets, I believe all three are size large, men's large, and I found a women's Eastern Mountain Sport in a size small. So cute. So nice. Love it. And then like he found like all these LL Bean shirts, and I always tend to get the larger stuff, like the extra. Oh, just what? First gift. Just thank you so much. I love that. Thank you for being part of the fan club. I appreciate you, Jess. Oh, thanks so much. That means a lot. Whenever a live host gets a first gift, it means a lot to us because really, again, like I say, you could give that to any live host, but the fact that you gave it to me means a lot. I'm curious, how did the interview go? Thank you, friend. Thanks for asking. So, as you guys know, I really tried hard to make this my full-time gig, reselling, thrifting, and doing the eco-friendly styling. It hasn't worked out. I knew it wasn't going to replace my old corporate salary. Like nothing's going to replace that unless I get another corporate job. But I was hoping that it would at least like be as much or more than my unemployment benefits were, but that hasn't happened either. That's okay. I'm just honestly getting into I'm only at month 7 now. 6, 7, month 7 of like hitting it hard and trying really hard to be a reseller. So I know it takes time to grow. You have to grow your inventory, all the things. But I did have an interview on Monday with a nonprofit. It went really well. I think it was short because it was with the talent acquisition manager. I think that I will be called in for a second round. And then today I have another interview. So I am excited about that. That's at the end of the day around 3:30 p.m. Eastern time. So please say a little prayer. Think of me at that time, my friends. Um, this one is with a local federal credit union. And all these jobs, in case you're wondering, yes, thank you so much, Behavior Talks. Thank you, love one another. If you are wondering what like my area of expertise is, I am a communications professional. So I went to college for film and television production. I was a producer and a reporter, a Spanish language producer and reporter for about 5 years for a local PBS station where I live. And then I went into public relations, media relations. And so I write press releases, media statements. I prep leadership for, thank you, Lucy. I prep leadership and thank you. Thank you so much, everyone, for the prayers. I prep leadership with talking points, crisis communications, all that kind of stuff. I started social media at a local college. I did a lot of digital marketing. So that's my background. Um, and thank you so much for liking the live, David. And so the last job I had, though, at the corporation, I started, good morning, Coach Rhonda. I started in a communications role. Thank you so much for the Daily Heart Me. We got our flash goal, Coach Rhonda. It was for TikTok Jays, and we were able to meet it. I'm so, so thankful to the community. Good morning. I have another interview today, Coach Rhonda. The one on Monday went well. It was with a talent acquisition manager. So it was very short. It was like half an hour. And today's interview is scheduled for about 45 minutes. And the one on Monday was with a local nonprofit. The one that's today is with a local federal credit union. So it's a bank. And I'm really excited about both. And I think the one on Monday went well. I think that I'll get it called in for a second round. And I had a choice. So I got a text message yesterday from the federal credit union um, asking, giving me some choices to do the interview. And I chose today. I was like, you know what? I'm warmed up for Monday. I'm not going to like have anxiety waiting to do the interview next week because I had even options for days next week. I was like, nope, I'm doing it. Yes, right? Exactly. I was like, I'm going to get going. So, thank you so much for taking a look at the Service Plus button, friends. I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. So the interview is today. I have a little bit of a busy day. I have um, at 11 o'clock, I have to be somewhere for the board. Yes, yes, exactly. Keep the momentum going. Yep. Um, for the board that I sit on. Thank you for being the title gifter, friend of the roses. I appreciate it. Thank you. Um, and then I have an old friend from my former corporate job that I'm talking to around 2 o'clock, and then the interview is at 3:30. So I may have to. Oh, thank you so much, Coach Rhonda, for being the title gift of the hand hearts. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. Um, and thank you for liking the live, Mel. I appreciate you. Which reminds me, Mel, is it okay if Moonflower? I didn't see you sneak in. Mel, is it okay to talk about our little exchange? Coach Rhonda, oh, you're on your shop account. You just reached level 9. Awesome, Coach Rhonda. Thank you for the gold pops. Thank you. Of course. Okay, great. Thank you, Mel. So, friends, remember the other well, it was like a couple of weeks ago. I was talking about, I'm just going to take a moment just to get off topic here and then we'll go into our topic. So, a couple of weeks ago, I had my regulars in here like Mel and Coach Rhonda and Elle. I remember everyone was so supportive. And I was talking about how a friend came to visit from out of town. We went to high school together. We weren't in the same grade. She was more really good friends with my best friend who was a year ahead of me, but we all went to high school together and spent a lot of time together. And we had gone to breakfast, and she's just a very beautiful woman of faith. Thank you, Nicole, for sending good vibes. Yes, thank you so much, my friend. Um, and we were just talking about our faith, and I was saying how I wanted to get closer to my faith. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the rose. I appreciate you, friend. Pick flowers. Thank you so much. Um, I wanted to get closer to my faith. Um, Hold on a minute. Let's see. Um, and so she like stopped right in the middle of breakfast, grabbed my hands, said a quick little prayer that I would get a sign that I that it was that I say God. I know people can say different things, but that God would show me a sign that He's ready for me to get closer to Him. So again, I apologize if this is like, um, I know not a lot of people will have the same feelings, but anyway. So the next day I woke up, she left, we left breakfast. The next day I woke up, I was in my office doing a little work and I stopped, said a little prayer. Thank you so much for the daily heart, me, my friend. And I was like, I prayed for that sign. Let me backtrack. I'm sorry. When my friend grabbed my hands and said, show her a sign, the image of a cardinal came into my mind. I don't know why. Good morning, stopping in to give love. Thank you. Have a great day. Yes, thank you so much. Um, and I was just like, okay, the cardinal image came into my mind. Well, that next morning, as I'm saying my little prayer that, show me a sign as well, I look out the window and I see a female cardinal. So, female cardinals are not the bright red ones, those are like the males. It was, it was the like the brownish color, but I could tell by her face that it was a cardinal. And we have cardinals, in our neighborhood, but I don't really see the females very often. I see the males a lot. So I get up, I look out the window to get a closer look at the cardinal, and she did not move. She was there for a while. And then I look to the left and I see another female cardinal, which is very rare because in the spring and summer, they are mating and they're in competition for the attention of the males. So the fact that I saw two female cardinals was like amazing. I have never seen that like together. And then the room at the time when I was telling this story, they said, "Oh, Luna, it's because you're a girl's girl and you support women so much and you're just a supporter of women, so maybe it was like a sign, the two women together, like the two female cardinals together." So I loved that. So then Mel sent me a message and was like, "Hey, Luna," she's like, "I would love to send you a little something in the mail. Do you mind sharing your address with me because I want to send something that I saw in the thrift store and I thought about you." And I was like, "Of course." So the funniest thing about that is, so when I sent her my information, I sent her my government name and she was like, "Wait, what? Your name isn't Luna?" So I was cracking up. I was like, "No, girl, that is not my name, but that is my nickname." So, so that was just so funny. And she sent me, friends, a beautiful, beautiful necklace with a cardinal. Yeah, she's laughing. A cardinal that she saw. And on the box, it had two cardinals on it, and it was just so beautiful. And the thank you, the like the card was just so beautiful. The card she sent was so beautiful. And I just am so, so thankful, Mel. I know you're laughing. I know Coach Rhonda's laughing. Yes, yes. Um, because right, like we get on here, and I know that some of us use our real name, but a lot of us like for example, Behavior Talks. I don't know your real name, and so I always just call you Behavior Talks. Pink Flower says, "This is the sweetest story. Cardinals are my favorite birds. We have a female and a male visit." Yes, yes. And Pink Flower, it's Marsha, right? It's Marsha, right? Very thoughtful, and Mel has good taste. Yes, Mel. Oh my God, Mel has amazing taste. Okay, I'm like, Pink Flower, did you take out the Marsha? I thought you had the Marsha in your name. I don't know why I'm like, yes. Okay. Okay, good. It's Liz. You see, Behavior Talks, it's Liz. And like, so worth more than you think is David. I know that. You make a huge impact, and I wanted you to know. Oh, Mel, you're going to make me cry. I have it there still. Oh, you do? I don't know why it's not showing up. Like when I'm looking, maybe it's like in your profile and it's not like it's Pink Flowers 4002 and then like I was expecting like a dash and then Marsha. So like kind of like how David has his name. Yeah. So yeah, yeah. It was really special, and it means so much to me. And like I've had a few experiences like that. When I first got laid off, Sarah, Empty Nest Junk Journaler, she also asked if she could send me something, and she sent me like the most beautiful card just saying that she was thinking about me because it's so hard. I think I did change it. Oh, okay. Okay. Um, like it just I'm so amazed that like while we don't know each other, we know each other, right? Like I feel lucky because like Coach Rhonda, I've gotten to meet Coach Rhonda a couple of times in real life. We went thrifting together in Jersey when I was visiting, and we saw each other at our agency conference. So we had a retreat. David, which by the way, that reminds me, I have to send you the referral link. Friends are worth more than you think. David is thinking about joining the agency. So I'm so excited. We have another guy in the agency. There's a few guys, David, but not many. We're mostly women, but Dr. Lisa's amazing. So um, Moonflower says, "You got to go. That's awesome." Yes, yes, I did get to go to the agency retreat. It was amazing. It was an amazing experience. So, David, as a new person who's thinking about joining Launch Your Income Agency, we had a retreat in Orlando, Florida, and it was so cool. It was so cool. Mel saying hi to Marsha. Yes, Marsha is such a beautiful reseller. Oh my gosh, beautiful reseller. Nicole, thank you for the daily heart me, my friend. Yes, it was a lot of fun and a lot of learning and a lot of connections. Um, I mean, it is an ambitious group of people, ambitious group of people, just all trying to do all the things on this platform. All right, friends. Oh my gosh. Thank you for letting me tell the story about the beautiful gift that I got from Mel. And again, it's just so amazing to me how this platform, TikTok, is like perfect for connection, for connecting and creating community. And that's what going live is all about. And David has been kicking butt going live. He does those co-host lives with Tammy, and then he's been going live a lot on his own. I've been catching him, and I think that's amazing, amazing. And I love that you are doing pop-ups, David, but most likely Dr. Lisa's going to say, set a schedule. You know how I do Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. Thank you so much, Coach Rhonda, for the Go Pops. Thank you. And the Luna Chats. Thank you. I go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 6:30 to 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Um, it's people know that they're going to catch me on those days. So it's good to have a schedule. But I know the pop ups are working for you right now. But maybe, like Dr. Lisa might say, to have a schedule. Morning Mel, I absolutely love your post. Your outfits are, yes, her outfits are so lovely. I love, like, I can't believe that $2 dress that you posted most recently, Mel. So Mel is an interesting entrepreneur because she's an interior designer and a reseller. And I think she mostly resells clothes, but she's trying to incorporate thrifting items for her interior design business. So she is career goals because she just recently left her full-time job to go into interior design and full-time reselling. So of course she's career goals for me, and we love Mel. And I'm just so happy for her. So happy for her that she's able to take the leap, the Big Leap, right? Yes, and she recommended that book to me, and I really enjoyed it. And I recommended it to a friend recently as well. Oh, not a friend, a family member, um, a cousin-in-law. So she was talking about Mel Robbins' Let Them theory and the book, and I was like, "Oh, I've got a great book for you." So I did recommend that book to her. All right. So, um, let's ask some questions. We've got 14 people hanging out. Let me see who's hanging out, friends. We've got Behavior Talks Liz. We've got Coach Rhonda. We've got David at Worth More Than You Think. We've got Mel. We've got Jess at Stardust Stash. We've got Marsha at Pink Flowers. We've got Moonflower Knits, which, speaking of, I don't know your real name either. I just always call you Moonflower. And then we've got Contorted Colors Cozy Artist. Hello, friend. And Jana. Hello, Jana. Oh my gosh. Jana, you're up early. I think you are, if I'm not, yes, you're Pacific time. Oh, Jana, I wonder if you're not able to sleep. It's super early for you. Or maybe you've been DJing all night. But Jana is an agency friend as well. She's a DJ. Please follow Jana. She's amazing. Thank you for being here, Jana. Contorted Colors, Cozy Artist, Artist in Life. Hello, friend. If you're new here, I'm Luna. This is Luna Thrifts Lux Finds. I'm a thrifter, a reseller, and a TikTok live host. So this week, our topic is the fall thrift flip. So we're talking about whether you list summer items or spring items all year long, or is there a time where you start to think about fall and winter items? So, oh my gosh, let's see. Love one of another says, I'm Molly, by the way. I love it, Molly. I love that name. That's such an amazing name. I love it. Thank you for introducing yourself. Okay, I'll try to remember. I'll try to remember, friends. Nicole says, I've had quite a bit of Christmas things already sell. Yes, that's amazing, Nicole, because we have, so Nicole is a friend that I met in a secondhand luxury room. There's these two sisters. They do TikTok shop. They're called Belle Ivy Closet, and they sell secondhand luxury bags. And Nicole and I have that love for luxury, secondhand luxury. But she's also a reseller, and so she's saying she's been selling a lot of Christmas things. Did you take advantage of like Christmas in July? Because that's a big thing to do, is to kind of do a Christmas in July. Moonflower says, I'm on vacation this week. I'm hoping I'll get a chance to find some new to me thrift stores. Yay! So you're thrift tripping. So fun. I went thrift tripping in Pennsylvania not this weekend, but last weekend. I was visiting family in the Lancaster area. And on the way down, I stopped at a small shop called My Neighbor's Closet, and that was in Mansfield. And then I also did community aid in Selins Grove, which was great. Yes, I did. Nicole took advantage of the Christmas in July. That's like, you see, I love that. Social media is a lot like communications. You have to put together a content calendar. You have to think about the hooks. How do you take certain times of the year to promote what you're selling? And so I love that you did that. Moonflower says, I'm in the Poconos area, which isn't far from the New Jersey border either. Oh, Mel, if you're here, can you please recommend some stores to Moonflower? Maybe she's in the Poconos area. So, Mel's from Jersey and she does some amazing thrifting in Jersey. So, good morning, Rita. Welcome in. Anyone who's coming in, I'm Luna. This is Luna Thrift Slux Finds. I'm a thrifter, a reseller, and a TikTok and YT live host. So, hello, friends on the YT. Let's see if we have anybody in here. If we still don't have anybody in here, that's okay. Um, all right. So, um, when do you officially switch from source? Oh my God. Sourcing from summer to fall. Jess says, I miss New York bagels so much. You're so funny. Oh my gosh. Um, let's see. Nicole, thank you so much for the daily heartbeat. Thank you, friend. Worth more than you think says, I lived in the Poconos area for a few years. I'm in Hazleton. I see, I see. And you're in Jersey too, I believe, David. Is that correct? You're in Jersey? I'm in New York, but I'm in upstate New York. So I'm closer to the Canadian border. I'm very close to like the Niagara Falls area. Yes, I am in New Jersey. Awesome. So we've got quite a few New Jersey people. So we've got Mel, we've got Coach Rhonda. Um, Mel says, hi to Moonflower Knits. I don't know any up that way. Are you far from Morristown, New Jersey? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not familiar with, like, I'm very bad at all of that. Like, you know, where in Jersey? Is it North Jersey, South Jersey? I'm terrible at that. So I am officially sourcing for fall. At least I am. And I know that Jess is. Jess has been sourcing in the summer. She says she already has 3 totes of stuff that she wants to sell on the WN. So that's great. Um, my question for you guys also is, what sells better for you, summer items or fall items? For me, fall definitely sells better. Moonflower is saying Morristown is 55 miles away. Oof, that could be a little far, my friend, a little far to go thrifting there. But I'm sure you'll find some cute little shops. Hello, Heidi. Welcome in. Welcome in. So good to see you, friend. Welcome in. All right. So I'm curious to know what sells better for you guys. Hi, friend. Summer items or fall? For me, it's definitely fall items. I just think that fall and winter, because boots, um, coats, I can sell for a higher price point and like make more money off of it. David says, I can't wait for fall to really hit. I love a good hoodie or sweater. Yes, I agree. I agree. Like my summer outfits are just not as nice as my fall outfits. I love a good layered look. 100%. Mel agrees. Yep. I think I just make more money from a reselling or business perspective. I just make more money. And I also enjoy the fall looks and outfits more than I enjoy summer outfits. Although Mel can change my mind on that because, again, her summer outfits have been so beautiful. But the thing is, I'm not, here's my problem. Um, I'm in I'm in office winter. I'm not sure what that means. Heidi. Um, Same comfy clothes, sweater weather. Yes, yes, exactly, exactly. Yes. Um, But I love a layered look. I and my problem is, Mel, I don't wear dresses and I don't wear skirts. I hate dresses and skirts. And most of your cute outfits are dresses and skirts. I'll wear a dress before I wear a skirt any day, but I don't even enjoy. So I always say my way of dressing is kind of masculine. Like I love a good button-up shirt. I love a tailored trouser. Blazers are like one of my favorites. Coach Rhonda and I both love blazers. Like I equate my look a little bit to like Diane Keaton. Like I love Diane Keaton's style. May she rest in peace. I just love that very tailored, masculine, almost masculine look. Um, Again, like, but I love my earrings, I love my jewelry, but that's my preference for clothes. Hey, Valerie, welcome in. Good to see you. Same, yes. Oh, our office is freezing. I see. Gotcha. Gotcha, Heidi. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Love one another. Molly says the same, that you don't like wearing dresses or skirts. That's what I'm thinking. Moonflower says, I'm almost done with my knitted sweater for fall. I need to finish. Oh, yay. That's exciting. That is exciting. Okay. So I said that one of the things that, I think I make good money on are jackets and coats. So you guys heard me talk about good morning, Valerie. I love fall fashion. Yes, I agree. Fall and winter, I just love a layered look. I love like a beautiful tailored coat or jacket. Um, I just love it. I love fall and winter for clothes. Spring and summer, I don't know. I try, but yeah, I think Mel is the queen for us. She's the queen. Moonflower says, love fall colors, oranges, browns, and greens. 100%. I agree with you, Moonflower. I also love those colors, especially like those burnt oranges. Those are my colors. Like they look good on me. So I really love it. Blazers are the best. I agree, Valerie. I agree. I love blazers. Yes, yes, Mel. You're our style inspiration for summer, for spring, summer. And again, I think a lot of it has to do that you love skirts and dresses, and that's, like what keeps us coolest in the summertime. So, but when you're looking for jackets and coats, I'm literally shopping for burnt orange right now. Valerie, yes, that's like that is like the color that whenever I wear that orange or burnt orange, like in a sweater or something, I get so many compliments. And when I go on interviews, like my color combination is that orange with navy blue. I think looks so good. And that's just like I try to wear colors that people will remember me by. Like I'll wear orange, I'll wear pink, I'll wear that lime green that you guys will see me wear sometimes. I try to go for colors that they'll remember me by. I think there's just like a psychology behind the colors. So, yeah. So when you're shopping for jackets, so I read somewhere that barn coats or those chore coats are not going to be in as much style this fall and winter. What do you guys think about that? I love a good classic barn jacket, but I read somewhere that they're not going to be in so much style. Moonflower says, "Oh, no, I like those." I mean, I don't know, you can't, like, believe everything you read, but I read that somewhere. I think I might have read that in what is that? Here, let me see. It's that website, Who What Wear, WEAR. I think I read it there. Um, but some of the what we're saying to look for, wear what you love and it looks good on you. That's right. Exactly, Valerie. Great advice to Moonflower. So when you're looking in the thrift store, look for chore coats, pea coats, the toggle duffel coats, which was exactly what I picked up when I picked up that Glover All toggle pea coat style jacket or duffel coat. And I picked it up for $16.99 and I sold it for like $400. So that is my philosophy too. Yes, I love it. I love that advice. Um, Cropped structured jackets, blazers, leather jackets, suede jackets. I did hear that shearling jackets are coming back in style big time. And I read that again on that Who What Wear website. Brocade and shearling is going to be hot for the fall. Molly at Love One Another says, I'm selling tote bags like crazy. Fall colored ones are on my list. Awesome. That is awesome. So, shearling and brocade, which is so interesting. I would love to see some brocade, um, like trench coats. I think I'd love to find one of those. Worth More Than You Think says, I need to take notes. I'm getting into selling more women's fashion and things. Awesome. That's awesome. I love selling both men and women. I love the tote bag tip for sure. So, the other fashion trend for the fall for coats are plaid wool coats. So I'm excited about that. I love a good plaid. So I'm super excited. Um, so I have a question for my reselling community. Okay, you guys ready? You see two coats at the Goodwill for $12.99. You see a North Face puffer and you see a gorgeous vintage wool coat, but it doesn't have a brand. For reselling, which are you buying? Which are you buying? So they're both $12.99. One is a North Face puffer, and one is a gorgeous vintage wool coat, but it doesn't have a brand that's recognizable. Which one are you buying for reselling? All right. Oh, I love Molly. People are buying the totes and using them instead of gift bags. Yes. Nicole says vintage for myself. Valerie says the wool coat. Jess says she'd do the wool coat. Molly says both. LOL. Moonflower says, I dislike puffers. I'm buying a wool coat for me. Nicole says North Face to resell. David says I try to pick up both. You guys are so funny. Wool, if it's union made, even better. Yes, I love that. So, my thought process is as much as I would love to pick up the wool coat, friends, I have the worst luck with reselling wool coats. I would pick up the North Face puffer every day, all day long. I just think it for reselling purposes, it just is going to resell for me. I have had a Kenneth Cole, and I know Kenneth Cole is not like this fancy brand, but I've had majority wool, I believe a little bit acrylic, but majority wool, black, beautiful Kenneth Cole jacket in my shop for months, and I cannot sell it. I cannot sell it. It's time for me to retake pictures of it because and like redo the title. Like I need to refresh it because I think that'll sell it, but I can't sell that coat. Um, let's see. Nicole says North Face and Columbia sell pretty fast for me. Exactly, exactly. And then David says to Nicole, same for me. Yep. Moonflower says wool coats, if not cared for appropriately, the sizes are off. Oh, interesting. Style it with a pop of color scarf and a tote for look. Thank you, Moonflower. That's a great piece of advice. I have a beautiful vintage Longchamp in my shop, in my closets, and I can't sell that either. Like people have tried to buy it from me, but they've lowballed me so much that and I'm consigning it for a friend actually. I can't sell it because he doesn't want to go lower than a certain price point. So I think I'll use that as the pop of color. And it's a beautiful, like a burnt orange. Um, David says, I still have a few wool coats that didn't sell last fall, winter. I hope they sell these coming seasons. Yeah, I don't have luck with it. So I have to ask Mel and those of you that answered the wool coat. Um, yeah, Moonflower, my shop is called Relove Restore. It's one word, Relove Restore. And it's the same on the Bay, the Posh, the Pop, the Kari, and WN. Good morning, Dr. Lisa. How are you? Oh, Dr. Lisa's in the room. David, Dr. Lisa's here. Dr. Lisa, David is my reseller friend who has been asking me about the agency. I sent him your way. I told him that I would send my my fave, Dr. Lisa. Good morning. He's so cute. I love David. He's so cute. You have to catch Dr. Lisa. You have to catch David live today. He is doing a live with Tammy from The True Kid. She's a reseller as well, and they have amazing chemistry. They're so good, so funny, so like they start at 1:30 Eastern time and they are just so fun. So, Dr. Lisa, I hope you'll catch David today or sometime when you can. So good. Oh, everybody's saying hi to Dr. Lisa. She's our agency lead. We love Dr. Lisa. Yay. So, Dr. Lisa, we're talking about the fall thrift flip, which means as resellers, as thrifters, when is it that we start to stop sourcing summer items and, showing summer items in our closets and good morning, Tanya, good morning. And we start to source fall and winter items. So I've already started to put some North Face jackets that my husband found while we were having a little date night, and he found all these great North Face jackets. So yes, and we're talking about how fall items can sometimes get you a little bit more of, I think, a bit more of a profit on the items that you're selling. So, oh my gosh, Dr. Lisa, what is that? That's so cute. What was it called? A Galaxy Bestis. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Dr. Lisa. I appreciate that. Thank you. That's my first Galaxy Bestis. So cute. Yes, so cute. I love it. I love it, friends. So we were talking about coats and what kinds of coats that we're looking for if we're going to be reselling or even thrifting for ourselves. Your date night was to thrift. Super cute idea. Yeah. Well, this is what happened, Dr. Lisa. My husband and I actually oh, thank you, love one another for the rosa. I appreciate it. Um, we had our dental cleaning at the same time, the same day, two different hygienists at the same office. After that, we went out to dinner and we were in an area where there was a thrift store, a Goodwill that my husband hadn't been to. And I was like, hey, I was like, do you mind if we stop in? And he was like, of course not. So we stopped in and I was like, hey, I'm going to go look at the shoes. Can you go look at the men's clothes and see if you find anything? Well, he found three North Face jackets. He found tons of LL Bean, Brooks Brothers, Orvis, like fall, winter type of long sleeve shirts for men in sizes like XL, large, double XL. And like I picked up so much stuff that day. Love LL Bean, especially the older style. Yes, yes. So he loves all that stuff. He doesn't really thrift for himself. My husband's favorite brand is Polo Ralph Lauren. He loves Polo Ralph Lauren clothes. He's a big guy. And so the fit of the clothes is good on him. He's like a 2X, which an American 2X is probably bigger than other styles. So I laugh. I like Elle said, Elle Meek was like, don't make. He's probably closer to a 3X if it, Polo's 2X is what fits him because it's an American 2X, which I think runs a little bigger. So but anyway, yes, love my LL Bean coat for super freezing temps. I agree. Moonflower. I have two. I have two LL Bean parkas because those keep me the warmest. The warmest. I can't wear my okay. So friends, funny story. Valerie says, tell your hubby I have some Polo 2XL in my closet. I will, Valerie. I will. Valerie, what's your handle? And what's your most popular store, like the Bay or the Posh? DM me, please, and I'll tell my husband for sure. For sure. So yes, Dr. Lisa, that's how we did a little date night. And I said, hey, like 'cause Wednesdays are senior day. So we get a discount if you're 50 and over at the Goodwill here in upstate New York. Nicole says, I'm a big person too, so I understand. And that's mostly what I sell. Sizing is a pain for vintage. Yes, for sure. Okay. Yes. Thank you, Valerie. I agree. And you know what? Nicole, as a plus size, I guess I might say that I'm mid size because I always fluctuate between like a 14 and a 16, although I have been like my largest size, I think I was like a 18, 20. But I'm fluctuating now between a 14 and a 16. And I have been buying more plus size clothes because another reseller on here said to me that plus size clothes is actually in demand because the stores make smaller runs of them so they don't like produce as much in the plus size categories. Yeah, I didn't know that. And so I've started to intentionally carry more. I have, if you go to my store, I have two beautiful dresses. One is a size 24. I think the other one is also a 24. One's a summer dress, one's a wedding type style dress. I mean, I found them new with tags and I was like, oh, I've got to pick these up. They're beautiful dresses. So I found those in Pennsylvania when I went thrift tripping. So Coach Chantel, welcome in. Hi, friends. So good to see you. Okay, let me make sure. Thank you so much for the go pop. Thank you for the heart me. We had a flash goal today and we reached it, my friends. We reached the flash goal. Let's see. Oh my gosh, David, you watched my live for 100 minutes. Thank you, friend. Nicole says, I work retail part time and it's so frustrating. Yes, I believe it, friend. I believe it. You like to have, and the thing is, like, I think that they say the average size of an American woman is now size 14, if that's still true. Why would you have more of the smaller sizes? It's just hard for me, to understand that. Good morning, Coach Chantel. So good to see you. And thank you again for the Luna chats and the Go Pops. So, um, yeah. So the coats that you're looking for reselling or for yourself are going to be some barn coats, chore coats, pea coats, toggle duffel coats, um, oh, Valerie, thank you for I've gotten two first gifts in this live. That means so much to me, friends. That means so much to me. Thank you, Valerie. I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. Um, Leather jackets, suede jackets. I was saying that I read on Who What Wear. Thank you for being the title gifter of the donuts, Coach Chantel. I appreciate it. Um, Shearling jackets are going to be big in style again, as well as brocade, which is so interesting, so beautiful. I would love to thrift a brocade jacket. So I'm going to be on the lookout for that, my friends. All right. And then we asked the question that if you go into the Goodwill and you see a North Face puffer jacket or a gorgeous vintage wool coat with no brand, which one would you pick up? So we had a lot of people say the wool coat. I had to be contrary and say that I would pick up the the North Face puffer jacket, and I would love the wool coat for myself. But for reselling, I definitely think that the thank you so much for sharing the live, Coach Chantel, that the puffer jacket would sell before the wool coat. So, oh, I was going to tell a funny story. So, I'm originally from New York City, as many of you know. And when I first moved to upstate New York, I had all the cute wool coats and, the short little pea coats and stuff. And it took me a good probably 3 years to give up on those and start wearing the parkas. Like I was like, okay, it's got to be function over fashion. There's just no more cute wool coats because these winters were too hard, too cold. So I started wearing the LL Bean parkas and wool coats, or parkas, and the wool coats were more for like the fall because it is so cold here. It is so cold and snowy. So I had to have something with a hood everywhere I went. So my husband was the one who was like, you need to give up on those wool coats. It's just too cold for that. So I had to pick function over fashion and start wearing my parkas. So, all right. Friends, it's 7:45 and I haven't had a chance to do. We're going to pause on this topic. I haven't had a chance to do the daily affirmations, but I'll just say a quick thank you. Let's do a little time check here. We've had 366 total views. That's amazing. 2 new followers. Thank you so much. If anybody wants to refresh their friendship, I welcome it. We've had 19 gifters. I'm going to do a little bit of that over here on Luna Loves to Shop, my number one fan. She's going to help out with um, the 5 follower goals. So for every live, TikTok wants us to have 5 new followers. So I kind of will unfollow and then follow again. And that kind of like helps out with that goal from TikTok. Thank you. Thank you. I just saw 4 new followers. We just need one more person to refresh their friendship if they want to go ahead and do that. I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Lisa. So I just want to say thank you so much for hanging out. We've got 16 people in the room. I'm Luna. This is Luna Thrift Flex Finds. I'm a thrifter, a reseller, a TikTok and YT live host. I go live Monday, Wednesday, Fridays from 6:30 to 8 a.m. Eastern Time. And hello, Lisa from Happy Girl Thrift. Hi, Lisa. How are you, friend? Welcome in. It's been a while. So good to see you here. We talk all things thrifting, reselling, and this week's topic is the fall thrift flip. When do you stop selling summer items and stop sourcing summer items and start selling and sourcing fall items, fall winter items? Or are you the type of reseller that just sells all seasons all year long? So now we're at the portion. So this is how I run my lives. We're at the portion where I thank you all for being here. Thank you all for your gifts and your support. But we also do a little bit of affirmations. So I like to do miracle mantras. I like to do disappointing affirmations for grins and giggles. So I'm going to get ready to turn off this board just so that we could, and sorry, to my YC friends, because like my hand is all in the camera. So let me move my computer to the side a little bit. I take off the board and then I'm going to flip or mirror my screen so that you can see your miracle mantras. So, all right, friends, I had to refresh the deck, which is good. So, I look at that. This little affirmation for money and abundance snuck in the miracle mantra deck. So I'm gonna shuffle these. And let me know. Hello, Mary Ella Chic. Hello. Let's shuffle these and let me know if you want me to pull a miracle mantra. Since we have so many people, I'm going to give you the option of asking if you want one, asking if you want an affirmation for money and abundance, and then we can do disappointing affirmations for the room. I just love to do those for the room. So let me know if you want a miracle mantra, if you want an affirmation for money and abundance, or I can pull a disappointing affirmation for people or for the room. Dr. Lisa says, yes, please. Okay, Dr. Lisa, do you want both a miracle mantra and an affirmation for money and abundance? Usually that's how I do it. Or do you have a preference? Let me know. Thank you so much for thank you so much for refreshing your friendship. It's just me, Carrie. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, friend. Let me know. Let me know. Okay. Both. You want both. Okay, Dr. Lisa, this one's for you. Thank you so much for requesting. And I love that you love them. Okay. This is for you. The universe intended me to live a life of riches. The universe intended for me to live a life of riches. That's so good, Dr. Lisa. That's so good. And there's so many ways that we can be rich, right? Rich in health, rich in money, rich in love and friendship. So I am wishing all of those riches on you, Dr. Lisa, all of them. Okay, here's your affirmation for money and abundance. Money comes to me easily. Very simple and powerful. Money comes to me easily. Yay, that's a good one. Anybody else? Anybody else? Nice. I know, right? I love it. Let me know, friends, if you want a miracle mantra, if you want an affirmation for money and abundance. I can pull a disappointing affirmation for the room while people are deciding if they want one or if they want both. I know, I love one. You'd like a money one. Okay, I will do that. Let me pull this disappointing one, Molly. You can do it, but you probably won't. All right, Molly, I'm pulling an affirmation for money and abundance for you. Ooh. I constantly attract opportunities that create more money. That's for you, Molly. I constantly attract opportunities that create more money. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Let's see. Jess says she wants one. Okay, Jess, do you want a miracle mantra or affirmation for money and abundance? Let me know. And Love One Another said, that sounds right. I love it. I love it. And Moonflower wants one. Let me know, friends. Love one another. I'm waiting. I constantly attract opportunities to create more money. She's waiting. Oh, Dr. Lisa, thank you for the summer sunset. I appreciate that. That's so pretty. Moonflower wants affirmation for money and abundance. Okay, my friend. Moonflower, how's the job search going for you? Luna Chat, did you get a job? I had an interview on Monday and I have another interview today. So we are in. Oh, look at that. You reached level 26, Dr. Lisa. You reached level 26, Dr. Lisa. No, I'm sorry, friend. I'm sorry. I'm only in my first round of interviews. So, all right, Jess, this is for, I think, I'm sorry. Let me go back. Uh, Let me go back. Jess wants one. Moonflower wants. Um, Jess is saying, do whatever feels right. Okay. And then Moonflower wants an affirmation. Okay. So this is for Jess. I'm going to do a miracle mantra for Jess. And then Moonflower, I'll do your affirmation for money and abundance. Oh, this is so nice, Jess. My family line is now blessed with wealth. My family line is now blessed with wealth. That's for you. That's for you, Jess. And then Moonflower, here's your affirmation for money and abundance. Good morning, baby. Morning. How are you? I'm doing a live. My husband said, "What's up?" Okay. Ooh, Moonflower. I am now stepping into the identity of my next level. I am now stepping into the identity of my next level. Mm, I hope that speaks to you. That's so good, I feel like. Mm. Good morning, Jennifer. Thank you for the Luda chats. Thank you. And Dr. Fleeta. I love you, Dr. Fleeta. Your information is so good. I love it. All right, let's see. Dr. Lisa says, "Oh, congratulations. I'm sending positive vibes for interviews too." Thank you. Thank you. And positive vibes to Moonflower as well. Thank you for the roses, Dr. Fleeta. Um, it's just me, Carrie says, "I am open." Okay. All right. So I am going to pull a miracle mantra for you, Carrie. Hello, YT friends. I'm just checking in. This is for you, Carrie. They can't help but think about me and remember me. They can't help but think about me and remember me. Love it. For Mel, she wants a miracle mantra. Okay, Mel, this is for you, my friend. And I hope it speaks to you. The moment I desire something, it is already on its way to me. The moment I desire something, it is already on its way to me. Wani, hello, Wani, beautiful friend. All right. Jess says she likes it. Jennifer says, good morning. Good morning, agency friend Jennifer. Mel loves it and says, thank you. Wani came in with the daily heart. Me and I love you so much. Thank you, friend. You just leveled up to level 6 in the fan club, Wani. Oh, Wani, thank you for the summer sunset. Oh, that's so pretty, friends. I love that so much. That's so pretty. Yeah, let's do a disappointing affirmation. Get some grins and giggles in here. All right. All right, friends. Let's see. Give yourself a break. Disassociate. Give yourself a break and disassociate. Let's pull another one. This was so true. Wherever you go, there you are. The same bundle of neuroses, just in a different location. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Oh my gosh. Yes, it's a good one. It is a good one. All right, friends. We've got 11 people hanging out. Anybody else? Anybody else wanting a miracle mantra card, affirmation for money and abundance? Let's do a little time check. Ooh, perfect, guys. Thank you so much for helping me reach the 5 new followers. Um, goal for the live. We have 391 total views and 22 gifters. We've been on for an hour and 28 minutes, so we'll be on just a little bit longer. And so, for those that are new in the room, I'm Luna. This is Luna Thrifts. Lux Finds. I'm a thrifter, a reseller, a TikTok and YT live host. I go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 6:30 to 8 a.m. Eastern Time. We talk all things thrifting, reselling. This week's topic is, are you switching over from thrifting and sourcing and reselling summer items to fall items? And if you are, when do you do that? Do you do that now? Are you doing it mid-August, end of August? What items are you picking up? Are you picking up coats? Are you picking up plaid shirts? We had a friend in here, our friend Nicole, say that she is selling Christmas items already. So that's pretty amazing. Carrie says, so fun. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. Wani, thank you so much for the hand hearts. I appreciate it. Thank you, Wani. Oh my gosh. And Wani, do you want a miracle mantra? Sounds like you want a miracle mantra. I'm going to give you a miracle mantra and an affirmation for money and abundance. I'll give you both, my friend. All right. This is your miracle mantra. Everyone I desire desires me more. Everyone I desire desires me more. I always say, if you're not looking for somebody, or if you're not with, or if let's say you're with somebody, you can always change that to everything I desire desires me more. Everything I desire desires me more. All right. And here's your affirmation for money and abundance. All right. Ooh, I'm a money magnet. I love these because they're very simple. I am a money magnet. That's for you, Wani. Yay. Aw. Yay. Gwen Way. Gwen Wayne Chanur. Oh, good morning, Whisper Farms. Good morning. Welcome in. You are welcome. I have a win brought a oh, Jennifer says I have a win. I bought a bone china pitcher for $5 and sold it for 1,400. Jennifer, I did not know that you were a reseller. I did not know that. That's amazing. What? Where did you pick up the picture? I'm curious. Did you pick it up like at an estate sale, or did you find it in a thrift store? I am curious to know. And you are welcome, Wani. You are so welcome. Hello, Jan from Whisper Farms. Hello, Jan. Thank you so much for taking the time to answer my question. I'm going to pin Jan really quick here. So, Whisper Farms, Jan is amazing. She is a former corporate girly like me. She knows so much. She's a full time reseller. I'm not there yet, but you and Mel and so many of the other resellers on here, like Lainey and Carly, are all like career goals because I want to be a full time reseller. So, hopefully, one day I will be. But I love her. She does a lot of like answering questions. And so I sent her a question, and that reminds me, Mel, I should forward that to you because Mel and I both have like just struggles with the shipping on the Bay. And so Jan with Whisper Farms did such a nice job of taking time to answer some of my questions. And I did go back into the Bay and look at each and every item that I have listed. And what I found, Jan, is the two times that there was this weird $2 shipping were items that I was sending to Hawaii. So I wonder if there's something with that. So I have to figure that out. I have to figure it out. Jennifer says she found the bone china pitcher that she bought for $5 and flipped for $1,400 at Goodwill. Wow. When you got it, Jennifer, I'm curious to know, did you do a comp, or did you just know that it was good, that it was something special just by looking at it? I'm just curious to know. Whisper Farm says, "Oh, you're so sweet. You do an amazing job. So strange about the Hawaii item." Yeah, I've got to figure that out. But I keep going back and just making sure that my shipping is correct. I use the NIFTY app and I list directly through there. So I know a lot of resellers, they list first on the Bay and then they put it through the Nifty app, but I list everything. Oh, Wani, thank you for the Luna chats. You're amazing. Thank you. Um, Jennifer says I should do reselling here on TikTok? Is that what you're asking? Is that what you're saying? Because Mel said that she has seen some resellers like of thrifted items here on TikTok, and I haven't seen that. So I don't know. I wonder. Let's see. Jennifer says I collect 1800 and early China and then I flip it. Amazing. You know, Jennifer, if you look into that, please let us know. Please let us know how that goes for you because wow, that like to sell it on TikTok would be amazing. And I love that. So it sounds like you specialize in that and you're very, thank you so much for the stickers, Wani. It sounds like you're very you just have knowledge. You're very knowledgeable when it comes to that. So I think that's amazing. Um and I have to remember, Mel, to send you the video of how Jan answered the question about the shipping on eBay, which was very helpful, very informative, because you and I were both having issues with that. So it's gotten a little better. It's gotten a little better. So especially after following Jan's instructions. So all right, friends, I am going to end with a funny, disappointing affirmation. Jennifer says, I bought a book at a garage sale for 50 cents and sold it for over $2,000. Oh my goodness. It was one of a first edition. Mel says, thank you. Good luck today. Thank you. Thank you, friend. I have an interview today, friends. So pray for me around 3:30. Moonflower says, gotta go walk dogs and wake up the kiddos. Have a great day, everyone. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, friends, I'm gonna do one last disappointing affirmation. No one's coming to save you. You are the adult. I'm so sorry. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Thank you so much, friends, for being here. Thank you for the prayers, Carrie. I appreciate it. I've got this. Yes. Thank you so much, Jan. I know. I, oh, Moonflower, I know. It's coming for you, friend. It's coming for you. And it's just the first round. It's just the first round. So we'll see, you know, but fingers crossed. All right, friends. I will hopefully have an update on Friday, a positive update, and we'll keep talking about fall, like the fall thrift flip. So whether we're starting to flip our thrifting and sourcing to fall. All right, friends. Thank you for the positive vibes, Jennifer. And you are so inspirational. Whew. I gotta follow like your do you do content, Jennifer, on your thrift finds? I don't think you do. I'll make sure to follow. Well, I know I follow you because you're agency friend. So, but I don't know if you do anything around your thrifting. All right, friends. All right. Have a great day, everyone. No, but I need to. You sure do, girly. You sure do. All right, friends. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys in these TikTok streets. Bye bye, YT friends.